Tarantulas, tarantulas. Everybody loves tarantulas. If there's just buzz where your hamster was, it's probably because of tarantulas.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Tarantulas on the Web, and today we're going to be changing out some pieces of bark which are currently acting as these guys' hides to flexi sticks. For those of you who don't know what that is a whole bunch of sticks with some wire through it that can be moulded and shaped into all kinds of different sizes. So before we get started, I'm going to ask, if you are not already, please do subscribe to the channel by the big red button down there that says subscribe for more videos like this. If you haven't seen any more of my videos, there are striking videos, feeding videos, watering videos, etc, etc. And soon, I think there'll probably be a couple of rehousing videos. So if you're not already, I'm Tarantulas on the Web, subscribe, and without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so in here is my Acanthoscurria geniculata, or Brazilian white-knee. This is an angry little fella. He's not too big, he's not too small. Well, let's put it this way, if he bites, it's going to hurt. He was on top, but he's not anymore. So, as I said, there he is. Yes, I said, not too big, not too small. So, rule number one when playing with these fellas is always have a catch cup handy. What to do is just up here. His water bottle's empty, so we're going to be filling that up as well. And I was going to be taking out this piece of bark here and replacing it with one of them flexi things, which will take up a lot of it, but it will give it something to web off. Give it somewhere to hide, somewhere to sit on, and somewhere to do burrowing, because we're going to add some more substrate as well. So let's see what sort of mood it's in today. Probably a bitey one. Let's just see if we can get... No, we can't. Okay. Let's zoom in here just to see what's going on. If I come out from this side, you better see better. Always use something... Well, they say something soft, but I always use these. They're bamboo tongs, so if they turn around and strike them, they're not going to snap their fangs off, which will make them even more angry. So, yeah. So, catch cup. Ready? This is all... I'll tell you what. Let's see if it's hungry first, because it very well may be hungry. I don't even know if that was English, but we're going to see if it's hungry anyway. If it is, it will keep it distracted whilst I mess around with its current hide and replace it for that one. Hopefully you'll see what I mean by she's very angry all the time, or hungry even. So let's drop this in front of her and see what it does. Okay, wasn't what I was expecting. Did she get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Ooh. Yeah, it's very angry. Why? Why are you angry? Oh, she got it. She got it. Okay, now she's got it. Tell you what would be a lot easier is if we simply, he says simply, see if we can't. Ooh. Bit striky. See if we can at least get her off here. Yeah, come on. Away you go. Just into that corner there. That'll do. Right. So this come out. Hardly any webbing on that at all as well. Maybe it wasn't happy with it. Who knows? One out, one in. As peasy easy as, oh dear, it's going to be too big. It's going to be too big. Okay, so it turns out the new hide is a bit too big, a bit too wide. So what we're going to do is going to get this fella out, or feeler out, play around with the substrate, make some room, get new hide in, and have a ganders then. So here we go. Catch cup at the ready. Okay. Hopefully this is going to be easier done than said. And if we lift it up, if it has any brains, come on. Just don't bolt out. I know you've got food. Come on. Come on. That way, that way, that way. Bingo. Just leave that substrate in there. Don't want too much of that on the carpet. We'll just put that up against the glass there. Cannot go anywhere then. Alright, so we get the bowl out. Get that out the way. Let's leave that in there. Let's give that a soak. Let's go and fill up the water bottle. Okay, so water bottle got and tarantula out. We can now make some room for this new hide. So what we're going to do, seeing as there is moss in there currently, let's give that a spray. Get it nice and moist. Let's give it a bit of a turn over. Bring it all, or majority, to one side, like so. New hide, activate. New hide. Let's make it like so. And then all we do here is just move the substrate to the sides and out of the way of the actual hide. Oh, out of the way of the actual hide, like so. And Bob's your auntie. Move that down here. I know they do say to wear gloves for urticating hairs, but most of my hand is calluses anyway, so it's not a huge problem for me. Let's give that a little tiny spray. And then that is that done. And what we want to do, get some cloth. I'm not sure why, but every time I do this, it tends to keep away mould and whatnot. So, you know, if you've got the glass or your plastic or the sides of the enclosure, shall we say, wet, I always find it a good idea to get a wipe down like that. Basically. Now, let's get this angry fellow, or feeler, back in here. So, you can see that, because I'm on the other side of the camera now. We'll see if we can get her back in there. If I come around the other side, like so, there you go, bingo. So what we'll do now is we'll have a go Andy, get her back in. It is flat here. Yeah, I know. There you go. There you go. Hopefully that is one, or our first happy tarantula of today. And the enclosure now looks something like that. Bingo. So without further ado, let us get on to the next tarantula. Okay, it's not on the lid today, that's good. This is a bit of a kicker. Substrate's quite dry in there as well. Apparently they can survive on dry substrate, but you know. I'm going to get rid of this moss as well. Put some new moss in there. Keep these in. Keep 2 bits of bark in, but we'll put the new hide in there. Get rid of this bit of bark and replace the water bowl, because at the moment it is just a plastic, a plastic cup. So we'll get rid of that. Replace the moss. Replace the hide. First of all, we've got to get her out, or him out. It out. We'll get it out. So what we'll do is, hopefully, is easily place that over without it escaping. It is a bit of a kicker, as I said, but sometimes doesn't want to budge today. Right, let's see if we can do this a different way. Right. I want you to go that way. That way. Come on. Come on. I know. Come on. More walking, less kicking. There you go. There you go. One tarantula in. And we'll put that to the side, like so. When I say to the side, I mean onto the side of the thing so she can't get out. Someone will keep an eye on her and work right, you know, right next to it. So, this one to come out. We'll keep this substrate in here. It's good substrate. It's not that old at all. I think a couple of weeks. We haven't had this one too long, actually, but I know this substrate is quite new. So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that bowl. What do here? Bring these out. These are just for decoration. Now, it spends all its time sat on top of the hide, so yeah, I think it's about 4.5 inches, something like that. It's about 4.5, something like that. Let's give it a bit of a spray, so I've got some damp underneath. The only reason I did it like that is because it was running out of power. It's not overly wet, it's just damp, so, you know, get that about like so. And what we'll do is we'll bring it all up to one side again, like so. And with the new hide, it says, whilst Taffin can get it because he's unprepared. With the new hide, this is what it is. Flexi stick, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Not sure it's meant for spiders, but you know, yeah. Goes into all kinds of shapes. I do have a huge piece of cork bark for my Poecilotheria metallica, or Poecilotheria metallica, however you want to say it. Why is this medium and the other one was medium, and these are a hell of a lot thinner? I don't know. Some of them have actually been drilled out. Yeah, the other one's the same. Oh well. Can't be snoozed at. So then what we'll do is 1, 2, give it a bit of a flatter kind of hide. It doesn't really use it anyway, but as and when it wants to have a ganders in there, it can do. Now for this one in particular, I'm not going to really use the my hand, sorry, because it is bigger than the other one, much more of a kicker. So what we'll do is we'll use some of the existing substrate, get some of it back in there. It can make what it wants out of it then. Give it a bit of a toss about. We'll leave that moss in there, I think, and we will get some fresh substrate just to stick on top and some fresh moss. Okay, so here we have some of the fresh substrate, and here we have some of the fresh live moss. This is the moss I use. It's just moss. I do have more substrate. This is still quite fresh. I say it's only a couple of weeks old. So we'll get some of this on top of some of this. Knock the transfer about a bit. Not too much because it will want to go up there. And just go on top here. Bingo. And seeing as this is fresh, I'll use my hand. That should darken it out a bit. Lovely jubbly. Now, for the moss. There we go. Open it up. If this can open up. There we go. Moss is open. So I just, not a lot of people like moss, you know. I use live moss, I use sphagnum moss, you know, it's all the same stuff. I think sphagnum moss helps with humidity a bit more, but I mean, this flat is pretty warm anyway. Or apartment, for those of you who are in America. Just dot a load of this stuff about. Not too much of it, but enough so that it knows it's there. I found a lot of tranches, or, you know, some of the tranches that I have and some of the videos I've seen on the web and all that. They likes playing with it quite a lot. Moving it, building it, turning it into a mound. Stuffing their hides with it, stuffing the holes with it, like the hidey holes, I should say, before anyone says anything. Man, I love doing this stuff. And remember, Wednesday nights are Webbed Wednesdays, where we feed the tarantulas. So, if you want to see some tarantula feeding videos, subscribe, hit that bell, because you may not want to miss it, you may want to miss it. If you got this far into the video, chances are you don't want to miss it. Let it back up, keep it fresh. Just, you know, putting it out there. This is cresty life mixed with spider life. Again, helps retain some humidity. I like a bit of variety. Pretty sure they appreciate some variety to make it so you can get in there nice. Let's get them back in. Come on in, Mr. Spider. Come on. Spider. There you go. They're going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm on. Nice and gently. That's it. In you go. Come on, big fella. Or you will be a big fella. Or woman. I don't want to say big woman, because that can be taken... Oh, God, the most worst way. Come on. One more leg. One more leg. Bingo. See? Wasn't too hard. Look at that. Happy as a pig in pigsty. Now, I don't think it's hungry. We could try giving it a locust. I mean, we've got a few days for the next feeding video. Let's have a gander. I use locusts because they tend to bite less. I use locusts. I use locusts because they tend to bite less. Right. Let's see if he'll take it. Okay, I was not meant to do that. What's wrong with this thing? Sorry, my camera will not stay. Ooh. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Would you like me to take it for you? You hungry? That'd be a no. Into the catch cup. Right, so that was my Mexican red knee. For the life of me, I can't think of the scientific names. Let's move on. I think there is another tarantula. Let's have a look. So that was the end of that video. There is another one to change, but it isn't mine, so I'm not going to be doing that. There may well be in a later video, but not today. As it's the end of the video, not a lot of you are A, here, and B, know which tarantulas I do have. I'm just going to run through them now for you, just in case you're interested. Okay, so here we are with the tarantulas. I am not 100% sure on all of their scientific names, so you'll have to bear with me here. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. We have names for them as well. And without further ado, up here is the one you've just seen. That's the Acanthoscuria geniculata. That is the white knee, Brazilian white knee there, chewing the hell out of its food. His name is Wilbur. Wilbur. That is the curly hair. Curly hairy Harry. There she is. She's been in pre-molt for about a year. In here is my Brachypelma something or the other. It's my red knee, the one we've just changed. Sorry about the light. In here was my Brazilian giant blonde, but it is not anymore. And instead now there is a golden tiger, golden red rump tarantula. It's on the bridge, so you can't really see it, but once, seeing as this one is out, this is my Poecilotheria ornata, I believe. Couple of inches big, very bitey, very fast, very venomous. I tend to try and feed it through those two holes if I can, just to stay out of it, because I have a heart condition, and one of the symptoms of this thing can be heart spasms, so I try to stay away from it. This is Terrium, the Lasiodora parahabana, the salmon pink bird eater. She's been in quite a few and probably be in most of the feeding videos and watering videos. She's a good 5 inches, pushing 5.5. And up here is the Costa Rican zebra, or Zeus. Aphonopelma simani. Oh, hey, got it right. Never get that right. Not entirely sure where it is. Probably over the back there, but it won't disturb it. Recently molted, hasn't eaten yet, so that should be good fun. In here is the Pac-Man frog, or Rodney. Somewhere in here. It's buried, last time I buried itself all the way down to the bottom, so you know, it is somewhere in there. In here, is that it there? I think that's it there. Could be, could not be. Oh, it's made a tunnel. Oh, no, it hasn't. Oh, well. That is my Brazilian black knee. Black knee? that's my Brazilian black. Oh, there it is. My Brazilian black. I call it Barry because of Barry White, and it's a Brazilian black. You know, get the joke, don't get the joke. It's all good. In here is my emerald skeleton tarantula. You probably can't see it, but it is in the high. Oh, you can see its leg. Beautiful. Oh, and its fangs. Yes, that one is in there. This one you will probably never see, or maybe for another year or so. In here is the Singapore blue. That's a smudge, I don't know where that came from. Here is the Singapore blue. It's in that hide continuously. It's probably about 1.5 inches now to 2 inches. I haven't seen it since I bought it. Not all of these are mine. I do share with my ex-partner. In here is the Amazon Sapphire Pink Toe. That's quite good. That was on the last feeding video, actually. In here is, come on, focus, Tony, the Costa Rica Tiger Rump. Again, you won't see that too much. It's always in its hide. However, it was out yesterday, so I might get lucky and get a glimpse of it. Quite beautiful. And here is one of the dwarf tarantulas. One of. Completely forgotten, I've got baby brain. And finally, my Brachypelma Amelia. I thought it was the fire leg until someone pointed out its legs. Oddly enough, she is about 3 inches, something like that. Used to be handleable, isn't anymore. Therefore, not really in a whole bunch of videos. I think she's in pre-molt. Every time we get a tarantula, it's in pre-molt, or goes into pre-molt. Not sure why that is. But we have 1 in pre-molt, 2 in pre-molt, 3 in pre-molt, 4 was in pre-molt, malted. Possibly 5, possibly 6, and my... Oh, what was it now? It was my Poecilotheria metallica. That's it. Yeah, it's that melted. I've got some movement going on up here. Oh, show me some fang, show me some fang. You have got dirty feet. Oh, have you ever seen something so graphic? Beautiful. Well, on that happy note, that has been me, Tarantulas on the Web. My name is Sam. Thank you very much for joining. And if you're not already, please do subscribe. Told you she was in pre-molt and she's still eating. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not already, please do subscribe. And until next time, this has been Tarantulas on the Web.